Alright, imagine you are about to start cooking a fancy dish, but you forgot how to chop onions. Oops, that's exactly why we are doing this refresher. Before diving into data analysis, let's make sure your Python chopping skills are sharp. So, what's the today's recipe? This is list, dictionary, loops, and functions, the four spices of data analysis curry. So hello everyone and welcome back to our data analysis with Python module. And here we are going to discuss everything about data analysis. So in our third video, we are going to sharpen our skills which is necessary for the data analysis in Python. So the four fundamental things of Python which we are going to use in our data analysis is list, dictionary, loops and functions. And in today's video, we are going to sharpen them. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one, which is list. List is like a grocery bag. So think of a list as your shopping bag. You throw apples, bananas, chips, or in Python, numbers, string, and object all in one bag. So let's jump into our VS Code and do some coding there. Okay, so I am in my VS Code and here I am declaring a variable which is sales. And in the sales, I am creating a list with numbers. So I am writing the square brackets which is an initialization of a list. So square bracket, and in the square bracket I have numbers which is 120, 340, 560, 430 and 250. Now I am going to print some of the properties of list here. So print total sales, and what I am going to do is here, so I am calling the sum function which eventually sums all the elements in the list. So sum, and inside the sum I am passing the list name which is sales. Now the second one is print average sales. So how can we get the average sales? Now what we can do is we can directly sum all the elements and divide it by its length or the total number of elements. So sum, and inside the sum the list name which is sales divided by length function. So length generally gives the number of elements inside the list. So length function, and inside the length function I am passing sales. And boom, in 2 lines we went from random numbers to useful insights. It's like checking your bill after grocery shopping, except Python doesn't judge your junk food purchases. Okay, so the next one is dictionary, which is like a contact list. So dictionary are basically your phone contacts. You don't say call the person at row 17. You say call Ravi. So here is an example of dictionary. So I have a variable employee and I am creating a dictionary over there. So in the employee I have a record where name is Ravi, age is 29 and salary is 45,000. Then what is I am printing? So print employee, I am calling the dictionary, the employee, and inside the curly braces I am calling the key. So employee name comma earns, which is a string, and employee salary. So next time you need data with labels, dictionary are your speed dial because it returns Ravi earns 45,000. Okay, so the third one, which is loops, and it's like Netflix autoplay. So loops are like Netflix autoplay. They keep going until you stop them. Except instead of winging 10 episodes, they process your data. So here is an example of loops. So I have a variable which is salary and I am declaring a list over there. And in the list I have some numbers like 35,000, 42,000, 50,000, 39,000 and the 60,000. Now what I am doing is I am creating a loop over there. So for S in salaries, I am creating a loop for the list, and inside that loop block I am checking if 35,000 is equal to 40,000. 40,000 is equal to 40,000 and 40,000 is equal to 40,000. S is greater than 40,000, then print higher earner S. And see, this loop is basically saying next episode, higher earners only. Okay, so the last one is functions, and function is like your coffee machine because you press a button and it gives you a coffee. You don't grind beans every time, you just reuse the machine. Same with Python. So let's create a function over there. So first of all, I am writing def, which is a keyword for initiating the function, then the function name, which is 2_Celsius, and I am giving a parameter which is f, generally known as Fahrenheit, but I am returning. So eventually here the function which I created is to convert the Fahrenheit into Celsius. So here is the formula of that, which is f minus 32 multiplied by 5/9. Okay, so I have a variable temps underscore f where the temperature are in Fahrenheit. So I have a list over there. There is 95, 77, 64 and 88. Now I am going to convert these Fahrenheit values into the Celsius. So let's write temps underscore C, and here also I am creating a list and storing the temperature in Celsius with the help of our created function. So I am calling the function which is 2_Celsius and giving the value over there. So T for T in temps underscore F. So every time the loop runs and grab a particular value on a particular index, then change it into the Celsius and store it into the temps underscore C. This all is happening into a one single line over there. Now when I am printing temps underscore C, so here's one little function, just transform a whole list of temps, like your coffee machine transforming morning into sanity. Okay, so here is a wrap up. So what do you need to remember is lists are your grocery bag, dictionary your phone contacts, the loops your Netflix autoplay, and the function your coffee machine. Master these four and trust me, your data analysis journey will feel less like climbing Mount Everest and more like cruising through Netflix with snacks. So here is a quick quiz for you guys. The first one is, if your fridge has item with labels like milk, eggs or butter, is that a list or a dictionary? The second one is, if you want to filter all movies with rating above 8, what Python tool do you need? A loop, a function or just magic? So comment your answers in the comment box. Tell us that what you want in the next video. Support us, like us, subscribe us. That's all we want from you. Please learn and apply your skills into your projects. We will see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Happy coding.